Hello all, welcome to my video talk. My name is Lindsay Feebig. Today I will be discussing Chapter 1, Sections 7 through 10. I will also be providing you with the short video that relates to those sections and why. Enjoy! In this section of the book, it talks about using a simple model of innovation as the process of turning ideas into reality and capturing value from them. In this process view of innovation, there are 4 key phases. The first one is the question of search. The second one is strategic choice. What are we going to do and why? The third phase is challenge of implementation, or converting ideas into reality. And lastly, the challenge of capturing value from the innovating efforts. The end effect is that there will be a rich set of recipes that will go a long way towards helping answer the practicing manager's question when confronted with the problem of organizing and managing innovation. If innovation is a process, we need to consider the output of that process. In what ways can we innovate? What kinds of opportunities exist for use to create something different and capture value from bringing those ideas into the world? This could be about completely new possibilities. For example, mobile phones have revolutionized the way we communicate. Innovation is not just about opening new markets. It can also offer new ways of serving established ones. There are 4 broad dimensions of innovation space, or the 4 P's of innovation space. The first one is product innovation. This is changes in the things or product and services which an organization offers. The second is process innovation. This is changes in the ways in which they are created and delivered. The next one is position innovation. This is changes in the context in which the products or services are introduced. The last one is paradigm innovation. These are changes in the underlying mental models which frame what the organization does. This diagram shows how the 4 P's provide the framework for a map of the innovation space available to any organization. The overall innovation space provides a simple map of the table on which we might place our innovation bets. But before making those bets, some other characteristics of innovation need to be considered. These might shape the dimensions about where and when to play. The key aspects are degree of novelty. Will it be incremental or radical innovation? The second one is the platforms and families of innovation. These are powerful ways for companies to recoup their high initial investments in R&D by deploying the technology across a number of market fields. The third aspect is discontinuous innovation, or what happens when the rules of the game change. The next is level of innovation, or the lens through which to view innovation opportunities as components within larger systems. The last aspect is timing, which is the innovation life cycle. Innovation opportunities can change over time. Innovation opportunities can change over time. In new industries like today's biotech, internet software, or nanomaterials, there's a huge scope for experimentation around new product and service concepts. Under the discontinuous conditions which arise when completely new technology and/or markets emerge, there is what they term a fluid phase, during which there is a high uncertainty along 2 dimensions. The first dimension is the target. What will the new configuration be and who will want it? The second is the technical. How will we harness new technology knowledge to create and deliver this? Although this model was originally developed for manufactured products, the model also works for services. This chapter has explored the challenges posed by innovation and why innovation matters. It has also opened up some perspective on what innovation involves. It has raised the idea of innovation as a core process in which needs to be organized and managed in order to enable the renewal of any organization. The scope for innovation is wide in terms of overall innovation space and in the many ways this can be populated. This diagram provides a simplified model of the innovation process to help highlight the key questions around managing innovation. In this next clip, I'm going to provide you with a short clip from one of my favorite shows, Parks and Recreation. For those of you who do not know about this show, it is about Leslie Knope and other public officials as they pursue projects to make their city a better place. In this clip, Ben Wyatt, who is Leslie Knope's future love interest, talks to Leslie about a new product that he has created in his spare time. This is important because when you create a new project, you have to go through the innovation process to come up with that final result.
Are you ready?
Yes.
No, babe. Are you ready?
Yes?
I got fired from running the Sweetums Foundation.
Thanks to me. Sorry again.
Hey, blessing in disguise. I took a job at this accounting firm. They've tried to hire me 3 times. I finally gave in. But I've had a week off in between jobs, and I've been cooking up something pretty big.
The last time he was in between jobs, he got deep into claymation. So this should be different, hopefully.
Presenting the Cones of Dunshire, a brand new gaming experience. 8 to 12 players, 2 wizards, a maverick, the arbiter, 2 warriors, a corporal, and a ledgerman. Now, the ledgerman just keeps score, and he wears this hat.
Oh boy.
Now, the object is to accumulate cones. 4 cones wins, but in order to get a cone, you have to build a civilization. The other amazing thing is the challenge play. Actually, let me tell you more about the trivia cards, because you're going to need to know about roadblocks first. No, never mind. The thing about challenge play is that it's basically the game in reverse. Then you roll 3 dice to see how many dice you roll with. Oh, 16, perfect, lots of choices. Okay, each turn goes roll, buy, action. I mean, obviously this would be much taller in the real game. But the corporal can veto. This should be green too. How did this happen? Are the cones a metaphor? Well, yes and no.
What is this called again?
The Cones of Dunshire. Oh my God, the Maverick should be able to trade lumber for agriculture credits. How have I not thought of this before? This is nothing, right?
When do you go back to work again?
Tomorrow. It's fine. I'll just throw this in the garbage.
What's so funny?
Oh, no. You're a smart guy. You clearly picked up some flashy tricks, but you made one crucial mistake. You forgot about the essence of the game. It's about the cones.
I chose this specific video because innovation is driven by the ability to see connections, spot opportunities, and take advantage of them. Ben had taken an idea and turned it into reality. At first, he thinks there is no value to the game. However, later in the show, he discovered that a group of entrepreneurs at a company are playing a professionally produced version of the game. When Ben created the game, he had gone through the innovation process to ultimately finalize his project. In this particular example, Ben had fallen under the product innovation dimension of innovation space. Ben had faced the challenges posed by innovation, feeling that his product was too complicated for everyone to use. However, his target market would be someone who would understand the game. In the innovation process, this is where he failed to believe that he was going to make it happen and ultimately threw out the game. In the end, Ben announced that he was actually the person who invented the game, and the company ultimately named him as the game's rightful creator and license holder. What can be taken from this video and from this chapter is to understand that there's an innovation process in place to help manage the challenges faced by innovation. Innovation is about knowledge. It's about creating new possibilities through combining different knowledge sets. These can be in the form of knowledge about what is technically possible or what particular configuration of this would meet an articulated or latent need. Such knowledge may already exist in our experience based on something we have seen or done before. Or it could result from a process of search, research into technologies, markets, competitor actions, and so on. This is another reason why I had chosen this particular video as an example for these sections of this chapter. Ben had taken something that he was very knowledgeable about and turned it into something new and exciting for the market. Ben had already taken an opportunity that currently existed and created something different and unique to capture value from bringing that idea into the world.